Hi everyone, welcome to another lesson. This is the first video of a series on altered bass chords. In this video we will understand the concept of altered bass chords, investigate one type of altered bass chord, and illustrate the use of this chord in reharmonization. Altered bass chords are for the most part triads and also four-note chords with an added note generally in the bass, that is, an added note as the lower voice of the chord. So a triad with an altered bass is a four-note chord, and a four-note chord with an altered bass becomes a five-note chord. Keep in mind that altered bass chords are not what is generally called slash chords. They are not inversions, and they are not alternative chord symbols, like a C with a D in the bass, for example, which is not a C chord, but a D suspended fourth chord. Altered bass chords are tools to make our harmonies more modern, so to speak, or more spicy if you wish, and they are somewhat cleaner versions of more complex chords, in the sense that they are relatively dissonant, but they don't have a lot of notes, and they have simple chord symbols. And we can also use them in improvisation, as we'll see in another video. If we make a list of all the chromatic notes added in the bass below a C major triad, we have this list. Now let's see which of them are not altered bass chords. C/D is the same as D sus with 7th and 9th. C/E is an inversion, as well as C/G. C/B flat is C7 with the 7th in the bass. And C/B is also an inversion. It's a C major 7th chord with the 7th in the bass. C/A is A minor 7th. And C/A flat is A flat augmented with a major 7th. The remaining chords are all altered bass chords. These triads and their transpositions are all the possible major triads with an altered bass. A triad with the bass on the minor second above the root, with the bass on the augmented second or minor third, bass on the fourth, and the bass on the augmented fourth. Now for this lesson, we'll investigate the use of only one of these chords, the triad with an added bass a half step above the root note. This chord can have two functions. It can function as a diminished chord, like a C sharp diminished, and it can function as a major chord, a C major chord. It can be seen as a diminished chord with a major 7th and without the diminished 7th. If we take C sharp diminished 7th chord and replace the diminished 7th, which is B flat, by the major 7th, which is B sharp or C natural, we have a C sharp diminished triad with the major 7th, which is exactly a C major triad with a C sharp in the bass. So if you want that sound, it is much simpler to use the symbol C/C sharp or C/D flat. This is a cleaner version of the diminished chord with both 7ths, and also it's a simpler version of the chord symbol. Let's try using this chord in a simple reharmonization. Here we have a traditional song with a rather traditional harmony. In this reharmonization, the C/C sharp functions as a secondary diminished 7 of the 2, that is, C sharp diminished preparing the D minor. This B flat/B functions as another 7, the B diminished chord that prepares the C. And this chord goes in place of the C major chord, that is, it functions as a tonic chord, but with an altered bass, giving this unstable, unconventional sonority. Let's take another traditional song and reharmonize it using this chord. Here we have a conventional harmony. In this reharmonization, this A/B flat replaces the A7. This C/C sharp functions as a secondary diminished 7 of the two, that is C sharp diminished preparing the D minor. But we don't go to the D minor, but to this E/F that replaces an F and functions as an F diminished chord, which is a common tone diminished chord. If you don't know what that is, watch the video on the diminished chords. Then we go to the F/F sharp that replaces an F major. This G/A flat replaces the G, and this B flat/B works as a B diminished preparing the C. This C/D flat goes in the place of the C major chord. The C/C sharp prepares the D again. Then these two chords replace an F major, as happened in the second measure, and these two replace the G, as it happened in the third measure. And finally, this B/C works as a common tone C diminished chord, and this C/D flat replaces the C major. Let's hear how this harmony sounds. I hope this video has helped you to understand and to create with altered bass chords. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have fun.